Welcome back, my friends, to Tech Unfiltered. My friends, how y'all doing? I got a little question for you. Now, on this channel, talk about pretty much whatever. A lot of story times, talk some real stuff. This is going to be some real stuff. So if you're not into that, you can, click out, no problem. Take no offense to that. So my question to you guys, what if you knew, like when you were going to die, or you knew you had 3 years to live, or not even that you were sick, but you just knew the time that you were going to pass? How would you live then? Would it be any different than right now? Unless you already have that mentality. But just to think of it like that. Say I had 7 years left, and I knew the exact date. January 25th, whatever, 2000 and blah. It'd make you want to spend every day in a way you want to. A lot of times you'll be bummed out. It'll be a crappy day. Sometimes you got to think, okay, so what can I do to make this day cooler? Can I go out and shoot my gun? Can I do some golfing? Maybe I'll go ride my four-wheeler, or my buggy, or my whatever. You got to think about stuff, how you can make it better, how you can make it cooler. I think it also change how you treat others. You don't get along with one of your siblings that good, or your mom or your dad, or even if you knew when they were going to pass, if you knew the date they were going to pass, how would you treat them then? You treat them better. Some things I find when death happens, just happened recently, a couple days, I think 2 days ago or something. My little sweetie Lily passed away, my little bunny. She was 8 years old, and she was a sweetheart, and all she ever wanted was love, food, and play. That's about it. Now, just thinking like that, that's all you really freaking need to be happy, even for a human. And just the thing about animals, they live, their simple life is all they ever need, and if they get them couple things, they're just as happy. Life is great. And that's more the way that us smart humans should be. I find that with myself, when I go more to basic stuff, it might be tougher or whatever, or not as luxurious, can't talk, but I'm usually happier. Even treating, strangers, meeting strangers, or internet, watching people's videos, commenting. Even that, it's like, if you know you only got so much time to live, I'd rather spend the time being happy and having fun and enjoying myself, enjoying the last days. What if you got a week? Okay, today I'm going to go golfing. Tomorrow I'm going to touch a boob. The next day I'm going to hang out with some friends. The next day I'm going to go see my family. You'd be more like that. It's like, I got to get everything. I want to spend time on important things. Not screwing off, not being evil to people. And just doing that isn't even good for you. We're all guilty of being mean or doing stupid shit. And it sucks. And all you're doing is you're hurting that person, you're hurting yourself. You're bringing both of you down instead of bringing you both up. So that's the way you really should live life. You got to look at life more as, your dog could die next week. I'm going to spend as much time with him as I can, just to make sure, I get as much of that in. And I find a lot of times with death, you always look back and you're like, I should have did more. I should have spent more time. I should have gave them more love. I shouldn't have yelled at them for this. I shouldn't have been mean to them for that. This wasn't really that important. I was just being an asshole. So it makes you look at what's truly important. So I'm sorry to bring you guys down thinking about stuff like that, but it's actually a good thing to think about, because then you make priorities. You put stuff in line. It doesn't always pan out like that, but you try. You do your best. Live life to its fullest. None of us know when we're going to kick the bucket. How many people don't make it to my age, your age? How many single digits, they just die? Or 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds. That's why when I look at people in their 60s and 70s, 80s, I'm like, damn, you had a good run. Even if it was filled with a bunch of stuff, you still made it that far. That's freaking awesome. So even being 44, I'm like, wow, I didn't think I was going to make it to 21. So, hey, an achievement right there. So in the end, don't waste time. Live life to the fullest. Be nice to your family, your loved ones, your woman, your man, whatever. You know, don't waste your time getting all pissed off over stupid shit, because it's not worth it. And you're going to regret it in the long run. So just look at it that way. Because you never know when the Grim Reaper is going to be knocking at your door. Or your family member. So just be good to each other. Drinking beers and touching boobs. High five.